Alright, well, I'm going to have to cut this stuff out when we play, well, when I upload it to YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick, like, maybe 3 or 4 minute break. Just kind of move my legs a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, it's not too big of a deal, dying like that. When I upload it to YouTube, after I edit it down, I'll just be able to skip us ahead. But for those of us watching now, who knows, maybe we'll end up doing better against Birkin. And speaking of Birkin, I should probably take the Magnum. But we are going to skip these cutscenes. That's true, I did fail Rule 1, don't die. Ooh, that was close. Ah, but we're probably going to shoot the screen again. Nah, I guess not. Yeah, after little screw-ups like that, you appreciate being able to skip cutscenes. I'm gonna leave you behind. Well, since we're playing this over anyways, and none of this is going to go up onto YouTube after I edit it, let me just say hello to everybody that I missed out on. What do we got? We got somebody new start just showed up. Thanks for joining us. Everyone who's been here before and is coming back, thank you all for showing up. And any newcomers, also thank you. What was there? I think I saw somebody named Cloud was happy that they were finally able to join us. Well, Cloud, I'm happy that you're finally able to join us as well. Although, Cloud, you look more like Barrett than Cloud. And I think we have somebody in here named Oscar trolling us all in Spanish. Well, I totally meant it as a compliment, because Barrett is awesome, and Mr. T is awesome, and Mr. T is Barrett, and Barrett is Mr. T. Also, if you're a fan of Mr. T, I did a really terrible impersonation of Mr. T when I did my Final Fantasy VII playthrough. When I was playing Final Fantasy VII, I would try to voice each character a little differently. So of course Barrett was Mr. T, so I would watch episodes of A-Team or just interviews with Mr. T to sort of get my mind in the way he spoke. It wasn't great. And thank you for joining us, New Start. I hope you enjoy our playthrough here. I unfortunately died a little earlier, so we have to go through this again. So, well, feel free to subscribe if you like what you see. We tend to stream on Saturdays, and during the week I put up videos, so even stuff that I'm not streaming you can check out. For example, I've been playing Parasite Eve for the PlayStation 1, I've been playing King Colossus for the Sega Genesis, and I've been playing J-Star's Victory vs. Plus for the PS3. Also, if you guys want to suggest any games that I should do a full playthrough, or you would like me to take a quick look at, feel free to mention that in the comments or on the Facebook. Let's go this way this time. Yes, Metal Gear Solid. I have that on the PS1, and I also have... Shut up, Top Coon. Top Coon is suggesting I play Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within. You may already know my feelings for Clock Tower 2, The Struggle Within. But I was saying, I have Metal Gear Solid for the PS1, but I also have Twin Snakes for the GameCube. And I will probably go through both of them at some point in the near future. Well, the earlier Clock Tower games were more like point-and-click adventure games. The Super Nintendo one was like that, and the first couple of PS1 games were like that. The bow gas weakens the monsters, but unfortunately, if the monsters are exposed to it for too long, not only do they develop an immunity, they actually get tougher. So since we did not turn on the bow gas in Claire's playthrough, the monsters are not as strong as they could be. And since Leon turned it on in his playthrough, they'll be a little weaker as a result. Could I play Postal 2? I think I could. Spore. Spore was something that I was really looking forward to when I first heard about it. But after it got released and reviews started coming out, and I saw the gameplay and stuff like that, I really lost interest. But that doesn't mean I still might not play it. Alright everybody, so we're gonna sort of wind things down a little bit, and we're gonna do our after stream little chat. So that was Resident Evil 2. That was fun. I had a good time going through all of that with all of you. But we do have more to look at. But that's going to have to be for another episode. So let's just do a little Q&A. Just kind of chat a little bit, see what's going on with everybody. I remember some of you had a couple of games that you had suggested that I try. Let's see, Stalker of Pripyat? I don't think I know that one. And Starbound. There was some talk about doing the Clock Tower games, and I think we'll probably take a look at those at some point, because I do like the Clock Tower games, and they have a lot of stuff to go through, so that might be worth checking out. Did I ever play Resident Evil 1.5? Well, actually I did, and that was requested of me to play by one of our users right here in the chat. Now, you probably missed our live Let's Play of it. Actually, it was more of just a quick look. And at the time of this recording, it probably has not been uploaded yet. But my quick look at Resident Evil 1.5 will get uploaded as a bonus video for part of the Resident Evil 2 full playthrough. And I think someone was also suggesting I check out the GBA demo for Resident Evil 2. Or was that just for Resident Evil? I think the Resident Evil one was... the original Resident Evil was on Game Boy Color. So I guess on the GBA is a demo for what could have been Resident Evil 2. What's that? Resident Evil 4. Well, I did play Resident Evil 4. I played the heck out of Resident Evil 4. I played it on the GameCube. I have most of the Resident Evil games on the GameCube, because I actually got into the Resident Evil series a little late. I would say like Resident Evil 3 had already come out by the time I had played Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was the first Resident Evil I played, and I played that on the Nintendo 64. But then I would play Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation, and then I would play Resident Evil 1 on the PC. My buddy had a Dreamcast, and he and I played Code Veronica on that. And as I got into it, I hunted down the other games. So I picked up Gun Survivor, I picked up Gaiden. And then I think around that time, we started hearing about the GameCube remake. So the day that the GameCube remake came out, I went to my local Funko LAN, I picked up Remake, and I picked up the ports of 2, 3, and Code Veronica. And I thought all 4 games were going to be like Remake. I didn't think they were just going to be ports. I thought they were going to be complete remakes of the games, all made in that same style as Resident Evil Remake was made. I was a little disappointed that that wasn't the case, but hey, I had the games now, and I could play them whenever I wanted. And then I think like a year later we would get Resident Evil 0, so I scooped that up right away. So I have pretty much the majority of the Resident Evil series on GameCube, which includes Resident Evil 4. And I do plan on playing that at the end of this long, I guess, retrospective of the entire Resident Evil series up to that point. Because by the time 4 happened, it's not that I was losing interest in Resident Evil, but Resident Evil took a direction that I didn't like. While I liked Resident Evil 4, it wasn't Resident Evil anymore. And when I play Resident Evil 4, I'll point that out in I think in like the opening 30 seconds, they completely abandon the entire story of Resident Evil to go off in a new direction. And I did try out some of the other Resident Evil games. Like I tried Dead Aim. Dead Aim wasn't too bad, but that was kind of goofy. And that's saying something considering the Resident Evil series is kind of goofy. And both Outbreak games I have on the PS2. I also like those quite a bit. I eventually got my hands on Resident Evil Survivor Code Veronica, but I haven't finished that. I haven't really played it much. I did try Resident Evil 5, but I couldn't stand playing it. I really disliked it. So that was kind of the end of me and Resident Evil at that point. I think I played for a little bit the demo of Revelations. That camera mechanic really caught my attention. And I played the demo, I played Jill's part of the demo, and that was okay. But then when Jill's part of the demo was over, and then you started playing these two wisecracking wise-asses, and I was just like, I don't want to play this anymore. I have no interest in what is going on with these goons. But I will play Dead Aim. If I can pull it off, I would love to play Outbreak online with a couple of people. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull that off. Because I don't know if there are any servers that are still alive. I understand like fans have gotten together and have like virtual servers or something like that. So we might be able to pull it off. So if I could find maybe like 2 or 3 other people to go through Outbreak with me, that would be fun. Okay, well it is getting pretty late over here. I was thinking about playing a couple of more games, but I kind of want to start unwinding and calling it a night. So I hope you have all enjoyed our time together. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope you enjoyed our little chats. And now that we've finished RE2, we can start looking forward to the next couple of RE games. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves good nights and great weekends.